I want to go overseas right now because there is a new phase that's developed in the fight against terror. Israel launching what it describes as a limited and targeted ground raid in southern Lebanon. It's aimed at Hezbollah, the Iranian proxy, well dug in there. Adam Boehler, lead negotiator for the Abraham Accords, with me now. And Adam, good morning to you. So apparently, I'm similar to Gaza. Hezbollah has tunnels as well in southern Lebanon. Do we know or understand the extent of those tunnels?
They're much simpler. So the Gaza tunnels are very intertwined because it's such a small amount of space. Hezbollah has tunnels, but they're much less of a tunneling organization because they have a lot more land and they own them. So you're not going to see the extensive network in Lebanon that you will see in Hamas.
Yeah, I saw this up front and personal in 2006. The Israeli version of their Marines, the units, they're in concrete bunkers during the day, and then they can cross the border at nighttime, carry out missions that even come back in the evening. I assume that's, and the following morning, I should say, at dawn. I assume that's part of the operation now. Would you agree?
Yeah, those are their guerrilla raid teams. And you're going to see them go out in front. One, they're going to kind of scout before any regular military goes. They're going to destroy, kind of a search and destroy type mission to eliminate infrastructure, because the primary Israeli goal here is to make it so people can move back to the north. As everybody knows, Hezbollah, since the start of October 7th, has been bombing Israeli towns. There's been a tit for tat, but it keeps happening. And so Israel's going to take this opportunity now that they weakened Hezbollah to go and take the southern part of Lebanon and secure it.
Adam, this is 18 years removed. In 2006, the Israelis did not have a lot of success in that operation in southern Lebanon. How long would it take to be successful this time? What's your guess?
Well, I think there's really two main differences here. The first is the stunning strikes and activity that we saw last week. The amount that Israel has prepared for this, both hitting folks at low levels with their pagers, with their walkie-talkies, and then finally killing Nasrallah, which is the most important person they could have assassinated in the region, perhaps except the supreme leader of Iran. But I think all of this has blown everybody away. And maybe I shouldn't use that term because that's a little literal. But it's a very different situation at Hezbollah, which is clearly reeling. And I think Israel's very smart. When you have your enemy reeling, you press forward. I think Israel will play using guerrilla operations, using their front war to secure that, and then eventually back away. They don't want to be in Lebanon. And what they really should do, and I hope that the Lebanese government can meet here too, because they're doing a favor for the Lebanese government too in eliminating Hezbollah.
Two specific questions on that. We don't know how quickly Hezbollah can bring in reinforcements for their leadership. I mean, we don't have an understanding for that just yet. Like how much of a setback this might be, Adam.
Well, I would say you've got thousands of fighters that are incapacitated. Obviously, it's hard to fight without an arm or with your testicles blown off. The key here, too, is we have not just eliminated Nasrallah, but if you look at the military leadership of the entire country, of the entire terrorist organization, you'll see X's all down the board. That means we eliminated a generation of military leadership. And that is a very, very significant event. And that is very hard to come back from. So it will take Hezbollah a while. It won't be days. And so it creates a very significant opportunity. I'll make one other point because I think it's important here. Because Hezbollah is in disarray, because we did this, it changes the region dynamics. And what I mean by that is it changes our opportunity to make a difference in Iran, because the reason we didn't act before on Iran's nuclear facilities was fear of Hezbollah attacking Israel.
Well, that was my question. You neutralize Hamas, maybe you neutralize Hezbollah, you keep the Houthis at bay in Yemen, and now the Israelis would have an opportunity to go after Iran. That would be a game changer if that day were to happen and if that raid were to be successful. Adam, do you see that as a possibility?
Absolutely. I think the Israelis have three main goals right now. They want to clear out southern Lebanon. They want to get as many hostages back as possible and kill the Hamas leader that's there, Sinwar, kill him. And then they want and should want to take out as much as they can on the nuclear facilities of Iran. And if they get the supreme leader too, all the better.
Well, if that's the case, if that ever comes to pass someday, the Abraham Accords would go on steroids. Thank you for your time, Adam. We'll speak down the road, okay?
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.